Good morning, dear students. Welcome to your English class. Close your eyes and imagine that you are swimming. Yeah, you are having a good time in your swimming pool. So move your arms as if you are swimming. Yes, keep going till you reach the other end and then stop and open your eyes. What are the things you use when you swim? So start telling me about the things that you use when you swim. Good, swimming costume, very good. Yes, a swimming cap. What else? Towel, right. Think of more things, yes. Where do you swim? What do you need to swim? Oh yes, you need a pool, you are right. And what should be there in the pool? Water, yeah. And tell me, do you take out your head while swimming? You take your head out of the water? Why do you do that? To breathe, yes. What do you need to breathe? Air, you are absolutely right. So you also need air. You need swimming costume, you need water, you need a pool, you need your swimming cap, you need towel. All right. Now, tell me something. Out of all these things that you have listed, tell me the number of these things that you use. How many pools do you need? One. Okay, so answer in a complete sentence. We need a pool to swim. Okay. We also need a towel to swim. Okay. We need a swimming costume. All right. We need a swimming cap. Fine. Okay. How many water do you need? What happened? Is this question sounding incorrect? Yeah. How many water? We don't say how many water. What do we say? We need water to swim. Do we say we need a water to swim? We need a air to breathe or we need an air to breathe? No, we don't say that with air and water. Why? Do you remember the topic that we did last time? What was the name of the topic? Just try to relate this with that topic. Yeah, countable and uncountable nouns. Yes. So can you think why we don't say a water, an air? Why? Very good. Yes, because they are uncountable nouns. Water and air cannot be counted, whereas swimming costume, swimming cap, pool, and towel can be counted. Perfect. So when we talk of countable nouns, then we talk of a singular form and a plural form. When we talk of a singular noun, we use a or an. For example, a boy, a book, a chair, a chocolate, an orange, an owl, an umbrella. Right? So here we have some singular nouns and in front of each noun we have used a boy, a book, a bird, a chocolate. Can you tell me some more singular nouns where we use a? Look around your room where you are sitting and think of objects and use them with a. Very good. A table, a bed. Yes, tell me more. A fan, very good. A door, a window, perfect. What else is there around you? A pencil. All right. A cupboard. Great. Now, when we are talking of a singular noun only, but it begins with a vowel, then we use an with that noun. All of you know this? Right. So, for example, we don't say a owl, we say an owl. We say an umbrella. Can you give me more examples? An ostrich, yes. An aeroplane. An ice cream. Oh, yes, you're right. Great. So you know that with singular nouns, we use a or an. Do we use a or an with plural nouns? Tell me. Plural nouns, boys. So do we say a boys? No. a or an is not used with plural nouns. With plural nouns, usually, because we are talking of more, so we can add numbers. We have 2 boys, 5 books, many dresses. So tell me some plural nouns. Okay, 5 flowers, 3 notebooks, fine, 2 pens, perfect. Okay, 12 bananas, all right. Now let's come to uncountable nouns. Okay, things like tea. Do you want tea? Yes. Do you want to have coffee? Do you want to have milk? Do you want to have one milk? One milk? Does it sound okay? One milk? No. Milk cannot be one. Milk can be put in one glass and we can have one glass of milk, or we can have a cup of milk, but we can't have one milk, right? So we use some expressions with uncountable nouns. So let's look at the examples here. A cup of tea. Okay, and because cup can be counted, so we have put a before the cup. So a cup of tea, and if we need more, then we will say 2 cups of tea, right? But we can't say one tea. Yeah. Similarly, for sugar, we can't say one sugar. Will you just pick up one fine grain of sugar? No. You will say a spoon of sugar, okay, a glass of water or a jug of water, a sack of sand, right, or a bag of sand, a piece of meat. Give me more examples. A jar of salt. Yes. Okay. Can you tell me some more? A bucket of water. Yeah. So think of uncountable nouns and in what terms we talk about them. So a loaf of bread. Yeah. A pinch of salt. Some milk, or we say a little milk. Then lemon juice. So a few drops of lemon juice. Yes. Let's look at some more examples. Please pour some water into the glass. So some water, right? Not one or two water, but some water. He drank a lot of milk every day. So can you tell me the uncountable noun here and what is the expression used? Yeah, so the uncountable noun is milk. And what is the expression used to talk about it? A lot of milk. We will need a lot of paint for this wall. So which is the uncountable noun? Paint. And what will we need? How much will we need? We need a lot of paint. Next example, please add a pinch of salt to the dish. Okay, so which is the uncountable noun? Salt. And how much salt do we need? We just need a pinch of salt. Okay, and in the same sentence, tell me which is the countable noun. There is one noun which can be counted. Yes, look at it carefully. Dish. Yes. So dish is a countable noun. And what is the plural of dish? Dishes. All right. So if I give you exercises like this, will you be able to do them? Great. So in the next sentence, let's see what are we using with the uncountable noun. So add a few drops of lemon juice in the water. So which are the two uncountable nouns here? Very good, water, yes. Which is the other one? There's lemon juice. So both these nouns are uncountable. And what have we used with lemon juice to specify how much we want? We just need a few drops of lemon juice, right? Pour a little milk in the pan. Now listen to the question carefully. I am asking you which is the countable noun in this sentence. Pour a little milk in the pan. Which is the countable noun? Pan. Yes. And if there are many, then you will say pans. Good. Which is the uncountable noun? Milk. Perfect. And what is the expression used with milk? A little milk. So you don't want a lot of milk. You just need a little milk. Good. So can you also tell me one sentence of your own about an uncountable noun? All of you eat rice. How much rice do you eat? I eat a bowl of rice, or I eat a plate of rice. Yeah, for lunch. All right. Okay, so now what you have to do is you have to open your book on page number 58 and start doing the exercises from there. So you have to do 4 exercises: C, D, E, and F. All right, children. Thank you. Bye-bye.